Hello, my name is Kyle Vornton. I'm the Product Marketing Manager for Land here at Quorum, and I am here today with my esteemed colleague, Joel Rajan. Joel, how are you, man?
Yeah, I'm doing well, thanks, Kyle.
Joel heads up our customer success group for our SaaS solution, Quorum Land on Demand. But today we're going to be talking about A&D, which reaches our enterprise customers as well as customers that are just getting up and running. Am I right on that, Joel?
That's correct. I primarily work with the Land on Demand client, but really these processes that we're talking about are applicable to our enterprise clients as well.
Good to know, good to know. Well, I got a challenge for you. We're going to cover the top 5 A&D challenges in under 5 minutes or less. Are you ready for that?
Let's do it.
Let's get started. All right, I'm going to start the timer. Let's kick it off with question number 1. In all of your experience, what is the most common challenge or issue you hear about in A&D?
A lot of times I think it's just understanding and interpreting the data that clients receive. So functionally, clients know where their leases are, what the acreage positions are, but the data they actually get from a seller may just be a collection of spreadsheets or a data dump out of a database, and they have a lot of trouble sometimes interpreting that, and that's where we come in and help them understand where the gaps are, what might be orphan data, what are the issues in what they've received, so that they're able to then reach back out to the seller and kind of fill in those gaps still within the TSA period that they have.
Right. I was talking to people at NAPE this year, and this kind of goes into our second question. They were talking about data conversion, getting their data in from one system into ours, vice versa. How does your team help with converting data from one system to another?
That's a great question. So, as I mentioned, data can come from a number of different sources. And what we do is we essentially establish a process that's kind of source agnostic, right? We don't care where your data comes from. We have a standard process that's really repeatable that allows you to easily transfer it in, given a standard format and template, and load it into our system. So we've really made that process, not error-free, but really pain-free for the most part.
Awesome. As a little side question under that second question, is it less risky coming from Quorum to Quorum?
A million times so, and a million times just easier and faster overall in the process. When it's a Quorum to Quorum conversion, it's the same data model. We can actually work with the sellers themselves to extract it exactly as we need, so that takes a little pressure off of the person trying to convert it in, because we're able to help step in a little bit. And essentially, you can almost kind of think of it as skipping the first couple steps in the process because we're starting with the Quorum system. So it makes it a lot easier and a lot faster overall.
That makes sense to me. I don't know about you guys out there. Question 3. So aside from data conversion, let's kind of step aside for a second. What about getting someone up in a certain timeline? So let's say a customer has an impending acquisition coming. They need a solution quickly. They need to get up and running. How does your team help out with that?
Oh, well, that's often the case when clients come to us. They need to be up by a certain time frame. And really what we do is we work with the customers. It's a partnership. And so a lot of it's dependent on how quickly clients can get back to us, get certain items that we need, how much time and effort they're able to focus and dedicate. Anecdotally, I can just tell you, I had a client once, had data come in from multiple different sources, but they had a very hard deadline, and so they were on top of it. Everything that we needed came back right away, and we were able to do multiple data conversions and get them up and running in a matter of weeks.
Wow, excellent. Okay, so let's kind of shift gears once more. We've kind of covered the acquisition part. Let's switch over to divestitures. So we've talked about customers getting data in. What about them getting data out, like extricating leases or flipping their assets?
Yeah, working within the Quorum Land on Demand system, we're certain tools that we give you to, one, clean up that data beforehand. So a big part of the divestiture process is reviewing all your leases, making sure the data is accurate within your system. So we have what we call mass change tools that allow you to not only look at all your data, but then make changes in bulk, which is what you need to do. And then when it comes to actually getting your data out, we have a number of standard out-of-the-box reports that allow clients to generate things like Exhibit A's and other reports of that nature. And on top of that, we have what we call an ad hoc reporting tool, which allows you to really just kind of pull data sets with all the certain fields that you want to see. So it really allows you to customize it a little bit. And so we have essentially a number of different tools that allow that. And then let's say whoever they're selling to is a little bit more technical, just wants raw data pulls from the database. We're able to provide those kind of services as well.
Wow, right on point, man. You guys take care of everything, it sounds like.
We try.
So the last and final question, we're just at 4 minutes, so you got 1 minute to answer this.
All right.
What makes Quorum's customer success group the best in the business?
Well, the beauty of the customer success team is that we're with you from day one, throughout your onboarding project and throughout your entire life cycle as a customer. So we really know and understand your business because in a way we help set it up.
All right, there you go. And that is 4 minutes and 11 seconds. Thanks for tuning in, and stay tuned for the next video. Thanks.